but efforts to stop trafficking have begun.
د هوایي ډګر د سرحدي پولیسو او د نورو نهادو ارګانونو په کومک سره بیا هم پولیسو امروز وکولی شول چې دوه کسان چې د افغانستان اوسېدونکي وو غوښتل چې د کمیر د الوتکې په ذریعه دوبۍ ته او د دوبۍ نه وروسته چین ته تقریبا په حدود 12 کیلو هیروینو غوښتل چې د دوه بکسو کې چې ډېر په ماهرانه شکل سره ځای په ځای کړي وو غوښتل چې ولږدوي بیا هم د بیداره پولیسو لخوا د چک په وخت کې دستګیر.
Catching drug dealers and traffickers is only part of the mission of the police. They're also trying to revamp their country's tarnished image.
لکه څرنګه چې ګران هیوادوال په دې باندې پوهیږي چې میدان هوایي و هوایي دروازه ده د افغانستان د خلکو عزت او ابرو ده چې زموږ د نړۍ سره ارتباطات تامینوي.
The next stop for these men is a date in an Afghan court.
حضرت وزیر قضایی محترم قاضی صاحب عبدالوهاب سدید و قاضی صاحب عبدالزاهر سدید در مورد قضیه قاچاق مقدار 11.10 کیلوگرم تریاک به اتهام دولت اسرائیل.
Typically, defendants go to trial about 2 months after arrest. But they're not the only ones whose lives hang in the balance. Outside the courtroom, judges have been threatened, abducted, or killed for doing their job.
و هر آن ما چون با قاچاقبران مواد مخدر روبرو هستیم و این کلش مجرمین سازمان یافته هستند، چون مسلک ما پیش ما مقدس است، با آن هم ما وظیفه خود همونطور به حساب با مسئولیت و با عشق علاقه انجام میدیم. توقیفیت با مدت 10 سال حبس تنفیذی و با مبلغ 700,000 افغانی جریمه نقدی محکوم به مجازات نمودیم.
While justice should be blind, it's often the small-time growers and dealers who are put in jail, caught up in the interdiction campaign.
افغانان ټول په پوي دي موږ نه واخله تر تاسو پورې له تاسو واخله بیا تر حکومت دولت ریاست جمهوریت پورې ټول په خبر دي. هرغه کسان چې دوی د قانون تشویقي اوس هم موجود دي، په کابل کې موجود دي، اعلان کې په وزارتو کې موجود دي، په چارواکو کې، په پولیسو چارواکو کې یا په وزارتي چارواکو کې دا وجود لري. هم دا اوس هم ستا په پارلمان کې دا غړي دي د افغانستان، هغوی دا تشویقي ورکوي. هغه کسان دي چې هغوی لاسونه اوږده دي لوی قاچاقبران په ظاهرا آزاد کړي.
The problem with interdiction, the way it's been carried out, is that it has targeted small traders with little political clout who have not been able to prevent arrests, whereas big traffickers with important connections to the government have been able to avoid interdiction and arrests.
At the end of the day, if you want to have success in Afghanistan or any country in getting a handle on drug trafficking, then it is very important that the cases are built against the management, against the traffickers, against the mid-level and the high-level individuals. Those people, you have to get evidence against them. They have to be arrested. They have to be formally charged in a court of law. They have to be prosecuted, convicted, and put in prison.
One high-level drug lord that was arrested wasn't tried in Afghanistan. Instead, he was turned over to federal authorities in the United States.
Haji Baz Mohammed, who was extradited Friday, is one of the world's most wanted, most powerful, and most dangerous drug kingpins.
Baz Mohammed was the first defendant the Afghan government ever extradited for drug crimes.
He pled guilty to being a manager of a heroin transportation organization through which he moved heroin from Pakistan and Afghanistan to the U.S. from 1990 through 2005. From 1994 forward, he and his organization used some of the money from the sales of the heroin in the U.S. to support the Taliban in Afghanistan. And in exchange, they received the protection of the Taliban.
Mohammed was sentenced to over 15 years in a U.S. prison, a key judgment to Boyd Johnson.
But I think it does make a difference when you take out a person the stature of Baz Muhammad. You send a message to the people of Afghanistan and to the traffickers themselves that they're not above the law.
Johnson admits that Afghanistan's judicial system has a ways to go.
I think that the corruption in Afghanistan is a significant issue. And it's not going to take a week or even a year. It's going to take a long time.
Corruption is a serious, serious problem. The police are corrupted from time to time. Local government officials are corrupted. Provincial government officials sometimes are corrupted. So it's across the board. Unfortunately, this is becoming all too common in Afghanistan society in general, but it's certainly very much there in drugs.
Newspaper editor Shukriya Barakzai is one of the members of Afghanistan's new parliament, frustrated by the all too common wrongdoing she sees.
چون اگر فساد می‌بینین در اراکین دولتی موجود هست، قاچاق مواد مخدره می‌بینین موجود هست، گریز از حسابدهی موجود هست، گریز از عدالت موجود هست و از پشت میز محکمه خو معلوم داره که یادشم نامشان بگیرین اصلا امرایتان قبول نمیکنن. چطور من میتونم که پس همی توقع رو داشته باشم که خب بیا خیر است بیادر جان هرچی که بود تیر شو اما این دفعه بیا ما تو حساب میکنیم. نه.
Afghanistan has a history of regional warlords controlling parts of the country and people having loyalty to their tribe. Barakzai believes this social and political structure hinders the growth of democracy in the country.
امیدوارم مردم افغانستان هم از این مصلحت‌ها دیر شوند و از خیمه‌های کونه و تنگی که دیگه به درد این ملت و به درد خودشان نمیخوره و نام قوم و زبان و مذهب خود بیرون بکشن بیاین به عنوان یک کسی که در یک سرزمین زندگی میکنه به یک تصمیم برسه که او تصمیم حاکمیت قانون، رفاه، صلح، ثبات و امنیت باشه. معلوم دار راهی که اگر امیر راه 6 ساله خود لااقل ما تعقیب کنیم بریم به هیچ جای نمیرسیم.